This is Michi Hoyer, this is Avid Chronic Racing, and this is round 2 of the Formula Simracing Winter Series 2019 on rFactor 2 in a GP3 car series. Race 1 and 2, that means a 30 minutes feature race, rounded up by a 15-minute sprint race in reversed grid for the top 10 for today's schedule. So thank you very much for joining me. Hello everyone, hello Puchisk, hello Bertus, hello Fatbed, hello everyone here on the stream. Hope you enjoy tonight's racing activity, today's racing activity at midday. So it's a Formula Sim Racing race. As I'm looking for the server, there we go, number 3, type in the password. Better don't unspell. Yeah, that looks good. So once again, hello everyone, and thank you very much for joining me in here. Hope to deliver a great piece of racing for today, as we're leading the championship with a good 12-point lead over Luke McGuire, who looks considerably strong from what I saw in testing and everything else. Yeah, it's gonna be definitely some interesting race to come up there, as I am happy to show you guys that finally we made it work. There you go. That's the car I'm going to race today, the ACR Saxby GP3 car in those iconic racing stripes with a bit of blue and orange. Really fascinating look of that car. Really enjoy racing it. So there we go. Clicking join into the session. So session is already started. It's a practice session currently, being on there for another 12 minutes or something, so we can get into the role, get into the drive, and hopefully achieve something good here around Dubai Autodrome. So, what are we looking forward to in terms of lap time? So qualifying definitely needs to be decided into the 37th, with a decent amount of grid going on. There you go, already people are into the 38s. So let's see, we're gonna just put in some laps to get warm with the car. And I really love looking at my blue mirrors in my white, mostly white ACR Saxby car. I really look forward racing it today and do some great performance on it. Most of you guys already have noticed and seen, I'm back on the DX9 graphics. That is due to the fact I do like track map a lot, and in Imola I had a hard time shuffling on the LCD mode to then see for the info I was looking for. So that's why I brought it back up, and it really gives me some good confidence, gives me all the information necessary for me. Some guys would even say it gives too much and it drags you off quite a bit, and it's not necessary at all. But this is very much down to personal liking, and I do like one thing very well, and that is information. All I can get, the more the better. Some people always told me that all these numbers and all those graphics and everything, that it will distract me, but actually it's not. Because that makes me confidence, and even more confidence into the car, into the race set. That will make me faster. Because sim racing is all about being mentally strength, being in a good mood, being happy. Yeah, James, early stream this morning since the races are midday here and Saturday for me. That's why I'm early on the stream for you guys as well. A bit aggressive there, turn 1. Looking good so far. Considerably good turn 7. First sector, purple lap time there. And with a 100-meter board missing there, kinda hard to get a turn in right. A little bit of oversteer exit of turn 11 or 12 that is. Let's get the final 2 corners. Not too bad there. Final corner, good way out of it, and that is P2 for the minute. With not much to go to the best lap time, but yeah, I think it's already quite clear whom the people will be fighting for pole position in qualifying, which is about to start in a good 7 minutes. So really looking forward to this race, and yeah, hopefully have some good fun out there, as I'm really liking that car currently. Quick checkup of something. That was Luke Maguire exiting the pits, Lucas Schmidt, some of the other FSR guys. No, setup looks good. Oh, about James, that's really nice wording there. Really appreciate it. And hope you guys have some fun watching today. Hope you will enjoy the race as much as I hopefully will do. And yeah, of course, I'm giving my best to lock in the next actual win. It's gonna be very, very difficult since tires are eating quite badly on that circuit. Especially with running high fuel, the times are dropping very bad. So that is really something you need to consider when racing here. So strategy-wise, it's going to be much more difficult compared to Imola. That's for sure. But I mean, it's just a different challenge, so we go and hopefully accept it. And currently, I'm not sure why it says Maguire. There is no lap time there. Still, he's in P3. So yeah, as you can see, the STX9 does not work as good anymore as it used to do back then, where there was STX9 supported. Same goes for the plugins probably. But I'm alright with that now. That was a good turn 1, really. A little bit too patient on turn 4. Good through 7. So that is purple sector 1 there. Looking good. Get out of the way though. Going a bit wide there. that wasn't a good final corner, and therefore obviously that means we're not into a better position here. So as you can see, the track develops quite soon, and you really need to get your lap in, and I need to get the job done. A bit too bad there, but nevertheless, let's see if that helps us a little bit when racing on the car. As you can see, it's very close there at the top. You really need to get that lap nailed in. There's going to be a 20-minute qualifying session where you can do a full sum of 12 total laps. So that enables 4 shots for qualifying. This session will be run private in order to prevent blue flag situations, which I appreciate. Despite obviously the realism is a little bit gone for good in that type of session, but I would be even more annoyed if my lap would have been destroyed by back markers or by out and in lappers and stuff. I'm not sure, James, whether it's easier to handle. It's definitely very stable to some extent. It's easy to steer, so I think the Formula Renault is a lot more aggressive. However, to be fast with that car, you need to take an entirely different approach on driving it. And I think that's what makes it really hard. And to go really fast with it, you need to do really silly things on the wheel. That's also an issue. That was too wide. Didn't invalid the lap time, but already a 10th down. Yeah, and I won't find that 10th right here. However, I keep going since I can't do another lap. But I can still look for different lines through everything. And build up a little bit more rubber before it's then time for qualifying. And yeah, that is then the point where you need to get it done. Best not like that. Don't go wide here. So let's see what this little mistake has costed us last time around here. Wasn't a perfect run through there as well. So surface speaking to us. That means we're close to ready to go. So that means we gained another 10 through there. And I think we will gain a lot around final corner if we get it done completely right. So we're just waiting for the session to go on. And this means we have time to focus or answer some of your questions at the second, since soon I will be busy racing. As I will quickly get up something to drink here. Race is just 30 minutes, but it's just being convenient and being happy. You better just have it around rather than missing it. So for race preparation, get your stuff, get your rhythm in. It often helps if you get some kind of, I want to say rhythm or ritual. Like, don't eat before 2 hours before the race, don't drink too much water before that race, with 3 hours to spare something, so you don't need to go through to toilet while racing. You can go to toilet short before the session starts. That's what you usually should do as well, just to get into your comfort zone. As long as people are still talking, we just watch our car a little bit on the road. So there's the iconic Saxpeed livery, and I'm sorry about the texture quality. If you're very close to the car, it looks right, as you can see, as the session evolves, I think. There you go, so that's qualifying. I'm gonna wait a bit, because every car is going out. I put in some rubber in, despite being private. Hey Ducati, thanks for your question. The Pro Mazda, you mean the Mazda on iRacing, or what kind of Pro Mazda? You mean the USF 2000? I'm sorry. The USF 2000 is a lot more understeery just from turning. I think that sometimes has even less turning ability. However, in the USF 2000, the rear end is so loose that that makes the car turn. So when it comes to the GP3 car, though, the rear end is quite settled apart from braking, and that won't give you that much of roll. So it's difficult to get the car turning, the GP3 car, more difficult than the USF 2000, whereas the GP3 car obviously is more easy to handle. James, yes, talking and driving distracts me a little bit altogether. That's why I will keep more or less, or a bit more silent within the race. I'll do a little bit of commentary in between, that's for sure. But I won't be sitting here talking and having an easy conversation. Hey Garrett, thank you for joining me here as well. As the first guys are pulling out to get their laps in. So Luke McGuire's already out, teammate of me, also racing the ACR Saxpeed livery here. So I think I'm gonna watch him a bit. As I think someone has joined into the server there, causing the lag. Good morning, Javier. Good morning towards USA. At least the East Coast guys are in a handy time having 8:35 a.m. there. So I think that's the time on a Saturday where you can come up. Well, this is really weird, because if I look at my own car, there you go. The livery looks sharp here, really. And I don't know why it's not that sharp on Luke or on the external cameras. As we watch Luke McGuire, my teammate, to take his first lap. And I will get the timer in so I can at least see what kind of lap times he's doing. Was a little bit too wide over turn 1, so the first lap, not a good start for Luke McGuire here. Into sector 1, now approaching turn 4, 5 and 6, a very narrow corner there. Going a little bit understeery over the apex, very important backside turn, turn 8, stick to the inside all the way down to the bank corner area. Good exit there, carried quite a lot of speed, setting a 41.4 in the opening sector. Definitely not a bad sector time there. So here's some information for you, Garrett, for the livery. So the competitor livery resolution has a separate setting, so we probably have to look into those again. Nevertheless, we gonna skip that for after that race. Hey Region, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining FSR as well, and I hope you guys gonna be more excited about FSR in the future as well, since it's a top class league racing. As Maguire goes a little wide on the exit, which compromises for the right uphand turn, approaching final corner, which is where the grid will set around the corner later as well, and across the line in a 1:37.8, so that is a magnificent lap time, which puts him into provisional pole. But there is Kirill Burikov now with a 1:37.6, so we really need to stretch ourselves to keep track with our guys. And that means with 15 minutes to go and 12 laps to go on our budget, we go out and finally get our lap times in there. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting, since to get myself into a 37.6 is... I think I've never done that fast, really. Hey Robert, thanks for joining me. Welcome to the stream. So now this is where it really counts. So we get up a little more temperature into the tires, definitely looking to not destroy them on the in-lap, since they are really just lasting for one lap only. So first time lap, here we go. Too bad there. Good exit out of here though. Still looking good for the final approach. Final corner, 1:37.7. So Burikov took away from us 2/10 in the final sector there. Oh, this is an interesting lap done by him. So I quickly want to check what he did there in the final sector and see whether I can learn something. There you go. He Brakes super late there. Yeah, I think he went a little tidier through there. Otherwise it was pretty much the same, but this final sector time of his lap is really, really good. So, looking as it stands, second place currently. Hey Free Take Studios, thanks for joining. Good afternoon to you all. Good morning to you guys in America. Yeah, James, you are right. And with 11 minutes to go, it's the second attempt. So definitely that first sector was considerably good. Don't want to say perfect, that's probably not right, but there's not very much to gain. I could gain a little bit in the middle sector, and I think the final sector is where I should gain the most of it. However, getting the final sector done like that is incredibly hard, as Luke McGuire has beaten us by a margin of 0.003 of a second. So here you can see again, it's super difficult to get the lap together. On the other hand, it's only marginal gap between everyone here, so I had a little bit of a bad exit here. I had a little bit of a bad go through here as well. For some reason the car came off there twice. I don't think this is too much down to low tire temperatures, as I'm trying to do what Kirill Burikov did there in the final corner right now, so having a late approach there. Maybe I should brake it a little more before. Right, next attempt, there you go. Not a good sector one. It's still purple though, compared to Birokov. That went well. Right, so final sector to be the difference. Once again. Nope. We did not improve that time around there, and I'll just go turn one for confidence. Burning the fuel to the end. Right, so yeah, we definitely got it on board. I'm sure. It's just you need to get that final sector done really good. So the pressure is on, definitely. And with 6 minutes to go, we immediately go again. Since for the final try, we got some 2 minutes open to get ourselves a decent in lap, and then the best optimal track condition as grip is laid down still while racing over here. Now you could start whether if I would have not lost all that time in Sector 1, but as I said, it's incredibly hard to get a lap nailed in, and I mean, you see the gaps are quite close. Everyone up to P10 is able to come around with a master lap and easily beat me, so really need to be on the edge there. Maybe not go too wide over there on the inside. Not sure whether I should try another braking approach for that uphill corner there. Probably not. So, third attempt. Let's focus. And I think Robert is around, so if you guys feel comfortable, go with the chat, talk to Robert, have some discussion going on, feel free. A bit wide. Good corner exit there. So now, final sector. Nail it. Do it. Come on. Oh dear, really? No. Too far on the inside this time on that left-hand corner there. So right, it's gonna be interesting to see. Every one of the top guys got another attempt left. It's just Wojciech Lukaszek that is on. I'm not too sure. I think it is final approach. Well, that was pure lag spike, I believe. There you go. That's P5 for him, if at all. Top 10 otherwise, apart from Terence Gregg. Everyone got another shot left. So do we. But we need to get it in though, so I would really love to start on that second place, because with a good start and second place you could go into the lead into turn 1, which would be exactly what I would be looking for. So 2:30 to go. Final approach. Alright, focus now. So I need to fight damn hard to make this one work now. Not too good there. Hit the curb. I gave this gap away. Get it back. Come on. There we go. There we go. Provisional pole. 16 thousandths of a second. Now we have to wait. We have to sit and wait and see what happens. Where is Kirill Burikov? Kirill Burikov is through and he's in second place. Well, that's not gonna work. What about Luke McGuire? Luke McGuire is the only one able to challenge us. And he's through as well. And that means pole position for that 30-minute race. Woo! That was a phenomenal drive through that final sector, I think. Purple sector 1, not purple in sector 2, but and also not purple in sector 3, but over the end, it's pole position. Well, that was a hell of a ride, really. I'm shaking a bit. I mean, despite the fact it's only Winter Series, really, I'm here for win. I'm here for being the best. And those guys are giving me a hard time, really. So, looking at the race fuel we need. Race gonna be 30 minutes, which is an equivalent of 1,800 seconds. And the average lap time is 99 to 100 seconds. So that gives us 18, that means we need to do 19 laps. 19 laps multiplied by a 2.5, I think. Or is it 2.7? Game says nothing. So, because there is an in lap 2.5, that's 50. 51 should be enough there. Yeah, thank you, Robert. The tires were smoking quite badly. So, thank you everyone for congrats. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna pull an average race laps now in order to estimate the fuel usage, fuel consumption. So if that would be the in lap, I need to do another lap and have fuel for 18 laps left then. So, and in the race we have a different we have a different approach, and I do not know what happens there. Thank you very much, Martin. Thank you, Christos. Thank you, everyone. The tires are eaten away quite massively, and this will bring me to the point where you have to some sort of cruise a little bit. You have to be careful with your turning. You have to be careful with tires. You have to be, yeah, in general, not pushing too hard on the car. Just not overdrive it. Get into a clean rhythm. Obviously, stay on the racing line. I'm sorry to hear that, Tom. I have no clue why that is, though. That's very unfortunate for you. And I hope you can get it fixed somehow during warm-up right now. Maybe restart your internet, restart your PC. Get your services back on. So there's a bit of traffic. Oops. And let's see about fuel, as this 100-meter board marker is being taken away again. So I was missing visual reference completely there. So were the other guys ahead, I think. They were simply caught by a surprise on that. And I think that is something that will happen during that race. Thomas has still got 6 minutes to go to try it, so I would go forward and try doing it before the actual race gets into the next session. Nah, better stay there on the inside. I'm not looking into lap times at all. Just going around another corner, then going around into the pit lane. Looking for 40s during the race though. That's definitely so. 2.6 liters now, the program says. So I run my calculator once again after that lap. However, I got enough fuel left for 18 laps right now, and on the in lap we won't burn as much fuel as we did. So to me, I think we are fine on fuel. Most important thing here really is to stay in the rhythm, be calm to the tires, don't heat them up too hard, and have a clean race then. That is what I'm really looking for. Get away with a good start. Don't miss that braking point here too often. As we go box and have one approach through the pit entry. Ooh, better don't get off that area at all. So better take it easy a bit around this final kink there into pit lane. I'm gonna charge my headphones and finish the last step before going another lap. So chaps, here I am again, back into the racing seat. And calculator just tells me that a liter more fuel wouldn't harm us at all. So we go, and 1 liter of fuel more, get the gloves on again, and hope to go out before pit lane closes, to just do a final run into the pit lane, in another hope that the race session will just be not started right now. What are you doing there? If someone does that in the race, usually I would say there is a safety car in need. So as the grid is set there on the server chat, I think race session is going to be started in a very short time. So anyway guys, feel free to keep the chat busy. And Robert, to you, feel free to do the engineering job a bit if you see something happening. On the straight I will have one eye more closely to the chat, as I'm coming round final corner to get the service done. Pit stop is requested. Maybe I got the chance to still get once through the pit lane before next session is moved. Seems like that is the case. Alright. It's gonna be damn hard, I think. So here comes our pit spot, there is our crew waiting, and the server has changed to the racing session earlier. So good luck everyone. Hope that will be a great race for us, really hoping so. Alright chaps, with that being said, I think we're ready. So we click race, lights straight up ahead. So we're going into formation lap. Thank you very much, James. Yeah, I'm hoping so too. Everything will be down to the initial getaway. So the clutch is configured well. I'm gonna double check that on the start. Otherwise, I started in the neutral and put in first and let it slip. But I think we're looking good here. So I hope this is gonna be an enjoyable race, some enjoyable action for you. And I expect the pressure from the guys behind to be incredibly high on the opening laps. And maybe I am lucky if they ruin their tires in my dirty air, with me going away in the front. That would be, I think, the top plan. And then we really have to see how long those options or those softs will keep us going. Definitely I don't want to make the move first on the pit stops. However, undercut is a real threat here. In testing I did 39s, low 39s in the beginning, and I'll drop to the 40s, so that means if someone pulls in a pit stop over you, he gains like 1.5 seconds on one lap. Right, so guys are going really slow in the back. So get the brakes up to temperature. That brake bias a little bit different. Thank you, Martin. Hope that helps. A little bit higher temperature is necessary though. Not too much in the back though, otherwise we won't get a good getaway. So I'm just waiting for the grid to come a little closer together. And this is going to be carnage. Right there, the pit spot, the starting grid is, I think, where the final few guys are going to be standing in, is in the middle of the corner. So we are set. Check with the clutch. That works. We put it into neutral just to make sure nothing bad happens. Then we wait for the final guys to pull in. Then we're ready to race in a split second. That version is going to come, my point of view. It's close to being finished and we're waiting for someone not... There we go, now it starts. Now we bogged down badly though, however everyone did. Turn 1's gonna be a mess. Well, that went well. Luke McGuire, 1-2 ACR, suck speed lead. That's good, that's great. Let's keep it up. So Fabian Ruth into third, that's 1-2-3 lead for ACR suck speed. Really a great opening for us. So the gap to Luke McGuire now is 1 second, that should make him be out of the draft. And since we're running a little lower rear wing, that actually seems to be the case. Yeah, that corner was considerably bad. I hope so too, Christos. I hope so too.
was a 1:39.19.
Oh, that was the first cut, and the system was right. If I do that 3 times, it's a pen. So I better don't do it at all. It happened once though. Let's see if that run through that corner was better for us. Yes, it was. So I need to build a gap to Luke. Well, that means going clean through everywhere. Because I need to cover for a possible undercut there. So I'm going to remain a bit more quiet now. Nope, I'm not getting a good drive through here. And it was the same case last year as well here on that spot.
The lap was a 1:39.93.
So for some reason Luke is getting in the draft there in that corner. So he's creeping now away over my gap, bit by bit. I don't really get it. Usually he should now suffer from dirty air, but he doesn't. Anyway, hats off to him for great driving. And now I slipped off the gripped line, and that brings him really on the edge.
That was
Have a nice breakfast there, James.
The lap was a 1:40.22. The lap was a 1:40.13.
No, Robert, I can't. And I don't want. So I think Maguire has hit the point of death with the tires. So he was using them too much in the beginning, I think. Despite me not going really quick, I go consistently though. Which is the key. Yeah, Martin, I think so too. And I think so too, Devin. And I expect a pit stop from him though, very soon. So thing is, with no pit stops being done yet, really, I have no clue about the pit stop delta. But he will be in traffic if he pits now. If someone could look out for someone to pit and tell me what the lap times or what the pit delta is afterwards, then that would be great.
The lap was a 1:40.44.
Flat spots, really having some flat spots. Quite annoyingly on the straights.
That was a
So that's Maguire into the pits,
1:4.
I think. Yeah, every one of the past 5 is going. So that means we box as well. And we take another soft tire, obviously. 1440 to go in that race. We should have freshest tires afterwards. Really need to do a good lap now. This is going to be crucial. So we box. Just don't do any mistake on the entry, play it safe, we got a little margin there. Not the best pit entry, but definitely played safe. Now it's time to get on a good pit stop there. There's Luke Maguire coming. Right into our slipstream. There we go. And now we got the cold tires, 1/8 of a gap. So it was the exact amount, 1.5 seconds undercut worth. And now we need to keep him off while having cold tires. This can be race deciding right now. Oh no. That was a really bad exit. Nevertheless, he's happily not close enough. So by now my tires should have reached working temperature. So time to creep away now.
The lap was a 2:02.42.
Better exit this time. Oh, he's too far away, hopefully. So 10 minutes to go. Just need to make sure to not get any flat spot. That was a very nice exit for us there,
Was a
getting us a lot of clean air for a long straight.
1:39.
Back in the lead. Great exit through here, so it's definitely out of the slipstream. That went well. Good strategy calls were done on both sides, I think.
The lap was a 1:38.95.
Scotty, I don't pay too much attention in the mirror. But yeah, it was like that for the entire field. Race 1 at Imola already. So, I'm used to it.
That was a 1:38.6.
Well, that was fastest lap of the race, despite going wide a bit. Final turn, sorry about that. So 6 minutes to go. Fuel for 8:30. We're fine. So something must have happened to Fabian. He dropped down the places to P7 after he was third. Was there contact with Ton van Egmond maybe? Thank you, Buddha. Anyway, race is still going. To finish first, you have to finish first. 5 minutes to go. Gap is 2 seconds right now.
39.73.
Ah, too bad. He was looking good though for a long time. Right, we got 3 minutes to go, so now that is the penultimate lap for us,
9.75.
I believe. Oh, too bad. It looked so good for Fabian. Oh, I'm sorry, I miscalculated myself a bit. So that is now the penultimate lap. Hey Puchisk, I run a DX9 because of track map, and I know it looks ugly for most of you, but I just feel most comfortable with it, racing with it, having all information gatherable to my screen. So that's why I keep it for as long as I can, or for as long as there's something better on DX11. The HUD I was running in Monza was good already, but it was missing a position tower and more info to scroll through. So yeah. Yeah, James, this is still the first race. But it's close to being finished now. So there you go. That was race finish. And that is victory in the first of two races here at Dubai Autodrome. And as it stands, it's Luke McGuire coming into second place. So that's a 1-2 for ACR in the feature race. So that's a great job, great effort for the team. Speaking to you as a team manager, I'm really delighted. I'm a bit sorry for Fabian. That is, yeah, that had his issues and dropped even out of the top 10, so P11 there. Anyway, further ACR guys being with me here in the split, which is Lucas Schmidt, another ACR Saxby driver in P7, Joe Pitares, ACR Driving Academy driver in P9, so a really great effort there. P11, Fabian Ruth, already spoke about him. Tank Applegate in P16. Boyan Bogdanov, another ACR Driving Academy driver, sadly dropped out of the race, being listed as P19. However, things look good. Thank you very much, Bertus. Thank you very much, James. Thank you very much, El Oso. Thank you very much, Robert, as well. Oh, James, you can rewatch it fully. I think if there was only one real mistake, it was the start with bogging down on the start line there. So I definitely have to find the way into getting a better start for the second race, which is going to come in around 10 to 15 minutes. There will be another 10-minute warm-up session to be held. After that, we are having a feature race, not a feature race, a sprint race, to come with a 15-minute duration. So, and we're gonna start that from P10. So it's reverse grid. That puts Luke into P9, and pole position goes to, oh, interesting, to Leonov. So Leonov was the other pole setter in the Monza race as well. And I cracked a little bit under his pressure while he was being at the front leading the race. I was trying to get beside him, get to overtake him, and I did the mistake, and that allowed Luke McGuire to sneak in and get the place. However, I try to do it better if it comes to the point I'm going to have a chance to him. So the plan definitely will be to get Luke McGuire on the start, to be in front of him, and all the other guys them can be fought down during the race. However, I need to recalculate my fuel. That's 900 seconds. We are running an average of 100. That's 9. Oh, that's... Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. The clock could just run out as soon as we cross the start-finish line. But we take it with marginal fuel. Still, 9 plus 1, 2.6, 2.5. That should be 28 liters to be enough there. I don't want to gamble at all, really. So, not really necessary to do a lot of laps here. Thank you, Luke. Good job there, really. You kept busting my, you know what, for the beginning of the race, and especially for the few laps after the pit stop. So it wasn't definitely an easy race for me, and I'm looking forward for this sprint race now to come up. A good thing is, though, what's definitely been increased is the gap or the lead on the Drivers' Championship. With Luke, who was second in the Drivers' Championship as well, on a 12-point gap. His second place makes him lose just 5 points, so that's a 17-point of gap currently. So, gonna be interesting what it be after the sprint race. If I have a very bad sprint race, and if I might even DNF and Luke wins it, he's right on my end there. But I just hope that won't happen. So guys, I would love if you stick around. It's just a 10-minute break before race goes on. If you like what you see here, like, share and subscribe. I will definitely stream more of such events in the future. Not sure about the actual FSR races because that's a different story. Winter season is not too important for me and myself here. However, I try to maximize our odds, and I want to do some further advertising for today's show. So today there is the third race of the Raw Before 24 iRacing Daytona Road Course, 2.4 hours. Raw Before 24 race for Sean Cole. He's racing in the Mustang, and I will be his engineer, and you can see that thing live on the SimPit channel. Starting, I don't really know exactly, but I think in a good 2 hours from now. So the actual race start is 1700 GMT, which is I think 9 AM Pacific Standard Time, so that time where Sean Cole usually does its SimPit pit stop news. I'm gonna be his engineer. You're both gonna see us live. I will be streaming to his channel, and you guys will be able to sit and chat with me. I will commentate a lot for you guys while being watching Sean racing. But not just that, I also gonna be his engineer, but he only will listen or hear me when it's really necessary. So working with push to talk there. And I think we're gonna give you a special point of view then for this race to come. So the War Before 24 in a good 2.25 hours time to start. Stay tuned. Watch out on Facebook. I will post a link of that stream to take place. And yeah, join us racing. Join us watching that race. It's probably one of the lower splits there. Join me and Sean Cole delivering I think it's a special piece of streaming, special piece of show to you. Not sure if it ever has been done before anywhere, really. We got great feedback on the way we worked out for setup and strategy. So yeah, I'm gonna be the crew chief. As Pochisk is insisting another plug-in here. But it's gonna be a personal crew chief for Sean Cole on the SimPit channel. And this will be the next big event today. So a busy Saturday racing. Now with a feature race, not with a sprint race to come up. And maybe some even more racing, let's see. Otherwise you guys gonna be busy watching me tomorrow doing some different stuff. Really looking forward to this. Yeah, I think this is great activity for today. Real good Saturday of racing. So just stay in the mood of racing. 4 and 12 minutes to go until race number 2.
40.59.
James, the only HUD I was having in use was the whoops, as we turn around, was the SHQM HUD. If you want to have a sneak preview of that, James, go into earlier videos from me last week, basically. When I was running rFactor 2, there was this plugin into place. So you can have a sneak preview on how it looks like when being racing. I will have some sort of simulated in-lab right now to then place my car on the 10th spot on the grid and sort the start out, if somehow possible. I don't think I had too hot rear end tires. I think what really happened there was I was starting on the rubbered line there. So that kept the power too low while still being revving. So let's see. Yeah, I think Scotty is right. The SQM thing is the only real thing out there at the minute. Xavier, there's actually a new HUD that was designed for the DX11, so that works on DX11. The SHQM, that works on DX11. So I was going too hard, I think, a bit in that in-lap. Quickly getting out of the way, there you go. So what could be the 10th spot? I think I'm already too wide. Anyway, probably about the same. That would be a start I would like to have. So I need to manage a lot with the clutch there. But if the launch is like that, I'm gonna have a particularly good chance to make up some spots. However, turn 1 will be nice. Saying nice will be a mess. Anyway, another minute of rest. So there's a lot to come, and I also remember the point of view, if you're still watching, to ask for the ACR Driving Academy setup guide, or the ACR setup guide anyway. This is I think meanwhile, an 80-page document all about practicing, all about racing, all about setting up a car, being fast in the sim, work on your strategy, work on your personal abilities. That is going out on sale for soon. It's currently called the rFactor 2 Advanced Setup Guide, but we had a rework on it, and now it's more open, basically to be found a use for all sims available out there. So that thing is gonna be on sale soon. We would appreciate if you had a look into it and have some interest in it and share its outcome. And obviously also give feedback on how much use it was to you, since we're still improving that document all over and over again. But this is our thank you to the community, all cheering for ACR. for ACR suck speed. That's our commitment shown into that document and our willingness to share knowledge to some sort of extent, to give feedback, to be helpful to any other driver out there. Just like VRS does with his VRS driving school, they're really literally doing the same. So anyway, that will be the first service being provided by us, a new setup guide, to give you guys a chance to improve, to give you guys some interesting stuff to read, and to give you guys, oh there you go, a lot of extending in race 1, and that is exactly what I was talking about to FSR administration back then a week ago. Thank you, James, yeah, 555 subscribers. I'm really proud of you guys joining me in here so much, so frequently. So race 2 is on its way. We checked for the fuel. That is plenty right now. We got Fabian Ruth starting in 11th place. Me being in 10th. Ivan Leonov in P1. And that was the guy that was extending a lot in the Imola race 1. So, you're gonna be wondering what's about to happen right now. So definitely very difficult. It's gonna be P5, P6, P4. All those guys running there from P4 downwards are considerably hard to overtake, but it's not impossible. Anyway, maybe we carry a tiny little bit too much fuel. However, I clearly want to be safe, and I don't want to run out of fuel at all. Thank you very much, Dragon. Appreciate it. Thank you, Puchisk. Thank you, everyone else as well. Thank you, James. Thank you, Danjo. Thank you, everyone. Yep, James, I will. And I will try hunting him down. We better have a look at temperatures. The issue is I never run in dirty air really on that circuit. So that's the same issue for me like last week. Let's see if we can get the Grand Slam. I mean, we had the Grand Slam in the first race by doing fastest lap, winning and starting from pole. Could be done here as well though. But that's definitely not the target. Target is a decent performance, hopefully in front of Luke McGuire at the end of the race. I'm happy to not have to start inside that corner. So I'm letting my car point exactly to the same spot where Ton van Egmond is pointing his to. Anyway, second race about to come up. That was definitely a better start. Three wides. Spin ahead. Oh guys, keep this clean. So there you go, we settled in P. I have no clue at the minute. Yeah, with all this traffic you sometimes get held up. P7, not that bad, in front of Luke. That's the important thing right now. What happens up in the front will show soon.
That was a 149.
This is a different type of racing right now. Side by side into turn 1 they go. Clipping each other. And I could really feel the dirty air, that harms a lot, really. To be fair with you guys, I was not allowed to let Wojciech pass. That was probably the worst thing that could happen to my race right there, in terms of performance. As Leonov is very to the inside right now. We're closing in on him. That was aggressive blocking though. Anyway, we're gonna hunt him down, that's for sure. So I see myself being faced with the same guy with the same task in the sprint race, like at Imola. Are you serious?
That lap was a 141.17.
So now Ton van Egmond ahead. And I think P5 would be the maximum right now, as it stands. Because I do have some damage, I think, to the left hand side of the car. Happily I haven't. Despite this hit was quite deliberately there. Let's see if someone from the front there breaks down, tire-wise. 10 minutes to go, and I think I'm badly overfueled here.
40.18.
I wonder at least why Ton van Egmond is going so quick there. Not saying he's a bad driver at all, but his pace is a bit surprising to me at the second. As now it's Kirill Birukov behind me, running in 6th position. Not good on that exit. And I hope Lucas Schmidt can actually take advantage of his lead right now and turn this into a win for ACR Suck Speed into the sprint race. As I'm simply waiting for the guys ahead tires to go down a little bit.
The lap was a 1:39.25.
I don't know, something is really wrong with the car there. I'm going super slow. Currently I have like no clue what it is. Up ahead they are battling, and I'm finally closing a little bit in on Ton van Egmond there. I think it's the other guys that are purely overdriving the car to the extent of tire life. And not me being really slow, it's just me being in a race trim.
The lap was a 1:39.26.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. Yeah, that should be higher. So there's definitely some damage done on the car then. So that is the solution. You guys are right. Top speed should at least be 278 rather than 273. So that isn't shown in the LCD here. So yep, fighting's gonna be a different story today. Yeah, I really have big issues with grip and car performance there. So Birukov is now right on the edge, and I need to find a way to get rid of him. Don't mess with me like that. So 5 minutes to go.
Was a 1:39.69.
Yeah, I'm trying Puchisk, but I can't really get closer to the front. Despite the fact I would love to. We're closing on the triple, battling ahead, but with the race being slow, finished soon. I mean, I want to be honest with you guys, I didn't expect another double podium race, but some people need to really think about their driving standards, putting their nose in where into gaps not existing. And I think that can be said for quite a few people here. Because, oops, some of the gaps simply were not existing. And I'm gonna have an interesting defending into turn 1 right now. I'm already fearing it. Happily, Birukov is running even higher wings than I am. Yeah, it's the car. I just can't go any faster. And doing 39s is considerably bad. Not sure about Leonov, but there are some outsiders. I wish that race to be finished right after this lap, and I don't think it's the case. We will go for another lap, I think. I could only hope for the race to be another lap and some people underfuel the car. That would be fun. You must be kidding. Now definitely something is broken and Luke is on my back. Good God, the rattling. Yeah, now I mean tires are completely dead now. And there's the finish line, so we come home in 6th position. And Biro and Fabian made it into 8th in the end. I'm a little bit speechless for that hairpin activity there. I mean, in general, I don't know why this graphic is not working at all, but there was definitely some damage on the car. I mean, usually I should have hit 273, and I saw Birakov closing in very fast at that hairpin, so I placed myself into the middle of the corner. Yeah, Luke, I agree. I so much agree. You can call me butthurt or whatever, but this is annoying. If you prepare for a race like that, and literally, alright, you now can say I don't need to place my car on the left hand side in an uphill right corner. But if you do a mistake and you know that another driver pulls beside you, give some room. Simply give some room. If you did the mistake and another guy can capitalize on it, then it's your problem. Give some room and don't push the duty off to someone else. Very true, Luke. Very true. Gifted you P7. Anyway, that was a good result for me. And I think still with 6th place we gain... I don't really know, 9, 8, I think 7 points. Lukaszek, I don't know whether he was, yeah, he was 2nd in the end, gold 13. I think we scored the most points on the weekend though again, which would put me in a very good position for the next, or the left 4 races. Yeah, but really, I mean, congrats to Lucas Schmidt, making it another win for ACR Suckspeed. Where are the other ACR guys? It's then me of ACR Suckspeed in P6, Luke in ACR Suckspeed in P7, Fabian ACR Suckspeed in P8, Joe P-Tires Academy driver into P10. I think Bojan made it to the race finish in P20, still ACR driving academy driver, very good stuff. Same as Joe P-Tires in P10, so really a good effort there by the ACR driving academy guys. Anyway, chaps, I'm gonna have some rest and prepare myself for engineer for the Sim Pit live for Sean Cole on his channel, with that event starting in a good hour and 40 minutes. So guys, there is more on the list to do for today, and I hope you guys will be joining us there in the Raw before 24, so a 2.4 hour race around Daytona road course in the Mustang. Sean Cole being the driver, I'm gonna be his engineer and his crew chief, and then we will manage him through the race and hopefully get in a good result. Testing was great. You can have a sneak preview in the past week, in the past videos being uploaded yesterday and the day before yesterday, and see what's coming up there for you. Anyway, guys, I would like to thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for watching and staying around. If you like what you see, like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, hit the positive buttons, and I hope to see you guys being back soon here and to support our racing, my racing team, and all the shows going on. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching for now. Have a nice weekend.